I would say that most people have a sort of a superficial understanding, which is something like this. They think, oh, very occasionally people are born in the wrong body, or they have some medical or psychological condition that makes them deeply, deeply distressed at being the sex they are. Doctors are able to diagnose that. They can offer a treatment. They give that person that treatment, and then all that is left for the rest of us to do is to accept those people. And that was kind of the paradigm 50, 60, 70 years ago, except that the treatments weren't ever anything as good as people think they are. Like, it was called sex change, but you can't actually change people's sex. All you can do is do a very rough approximation that's not very functional. But now it doesn't mean that anymore to the activists. What it means to the activists is that all of us are men, women, male, female, boy, girl, according to some sort of innate feeling or identity. And that's something we're born with. It's not something that's necessarily related to our bodies. And only we can say whether we really are a boy or a girl. So you're meant not to know that I'm a woman until I tell you so. And then what that means is it's a theory about absolutely everybody. It means that you teach children that biological sex is some version of not real, or at least not important. You tell them that they'll know whether they're a boy or a girl. How you're meant to know that, given that you only have access to your own experiences, is never made clear. But what quickly happens is people start pointing to stereotypes of behaviour and preferences for clothes and such like, and say that people who are girly are therefore girls, even if actually they're physically boys. And then they tell us that, this is the most important thing about you, and that somehow you have to align your body to this gender identity. And that last bit's not very clear, because if your gender identity isn't the same as your sex, then why would you need to align it? So it's all quite confusing, and it's quite fast changing and not very easy to comprehend. And a part of the problem is that if you try and ask any questions about it, the questions themselves are meant to be bigoted. You're meant to just accept what people tell you. So I don't blame anybody for finding this confusing. I almost think you're meant to find it confusing. You're not meant to be thinking or asking questions. You're meant to be just accepting and going along with it. Does that help?
I think it does.